Oh, getting nice out here. The sun's popping out. Whew. Uh, you know what? Maybe I'll do another little tree stand rambling video. Be number 6, I guess. Maybe I'll focus on picking a stand location because it's pretty critical. I mean, obviously you're gonna look around for places the deer pass by, and you want to focus on bottlenecks and whatnot. I mean, these deer when we get up in the morning, they're generally going to bed. They're on their way to go to bed, and basically let's bed down all day. You're gonna get the odd one that'll float around. We've seen the odd decent buck around lunchtime and whatnot. Just get out of your stand, get back, and you get a cell cam picture that there's a couple deer at your stand and whatnot. But yeah, usually they're on their way to their beds in the morning, and then at night we try to get back in our stands 1, 2 o'clock at the very latest. Depends on many if I'm still getting my big bucket from the morning or not. But when we get in the afternoon hunt, they're waking up. They're going for feed. They're traveling from their beds to the feed. And it's nice if you can get your stands in an area like that. I know we do put out feed for them, but so does everybody else. So the deer are moving around property to property, and we generally see probably, I'm going to say 75%, maybe even 80% of our deer in the afternoon hunt. They seem to be a little more active then. Also, weather plays a big factor, right? It's pouring rain. Don't see too much, but you get the nice cold crisp morning, which is that's really what excites everybody. But they're going to get up and move. They're going to get up and move in the morning. So that's that 25%, like I said, that'll or that 25% that's heading to their beds, and it's cold, man. They're moving. And flat out, these white-tailed deer are probably some of the best hide and seek players you'll ever meet. Not as good at Bigfoot, but yeah, they're pretty elusive. We try to do everything we can that we think is right? Like washing my clothes in scent-free soap, and I'm washing. I got bars of the scent-free soap, so I don't smell like Downy or fabric softener. And a lot of this soap too that takes the UV brighteners out of your clothes too, so it does help with concealment. We don't do the ozone generator thing. That's really expensive, and but some guys are into it and they do it. We we'll drop some scent down. Sometimes drag a cloth in behind our foot. It'll drip here and drip there in the trees with some doe estrus scent. In Canada, we can't use the real stuff, but the States you can. So, but our stuff, does it work? I know I use it every year. I usually drop not that I have any preference, but you just buy the Tink 69 doe estrus. I put it here and there, and I seem to have some decent success. Is it that? I don't know. I've never had them just go over to it right in front of me and sniff the tree I squirted it on, or maybe it's working, maybe it's not. But like I said, we always put it out just in case, and might as well give it a shot. Spent a lot of money on some really quiet clothes. Nice soft stuff that doesn't make a lot of noise. And I pack my lunches in quiet bags and whatnot. I'm not going to open a crinkle bag of crackers or something. I'm going to put it in a nice little Ziploc that I can pop open, have my crackers, close back up, open it up inside my bag so it even dullens the sound, because sound. But I also play around with a lot of deer with the sound too. I'll talk to them and whatnot, and just to see what their reaction is. Sometimes I'll crinkle bag just to see if they look, what was that, and if they can sort of locate me, So it's fun to have that opportunity. I like to do stuff with that, especially when I'm bow hunting. I mean, I'm sure bow hunting, the scent is a little more critical, just because it's a little warmer outside. Getting close to our gun season, it's like third week in November. It's cold, and we usually have snow and whatnot. So my scent is generally rising with the heat of my body, and I'm up high in the tree stand. I set my tree stand up to face basically northwest, because we always have sort of a west or sort of a north wind. You want that wind in your face. Like right now, a little more from the west, but it's like there's some coldness in the wind. It's only like 6 or 8 degrees out here right now. So, but yeah, I set my tree stand up like that. I found back in the day nice bottlenecks with the deer filtering through. I didn't sit right on top of where the deer go. The deer go, 60, 70 yards this way. They come out 60, 70 yards this way. I parked myself just off them. My bow stand inside the trees over there is right on top of them, because I want that 15, 20 yard shot. With the gun, I can reach out here probably 100 yards, 110 yards in front of me. I'm looking at probably 80, 85. So I can reach out with a gun, but you don't want to be touching anything at that distance with a bow. You're just gonna wound an animal and waste it. And also, shot placement. we don't take a shot unless you've got a really good kill shot. There's no threading the needle through trees and whatnot like that. And we make sure we got a good ethical shot. We don't want any animals wounded. It's just not worth it for us, for them. And you know what? It's just that's cruel. No, you just and everybody in our group's on the same page. You don't mess around. You try to get that nice broadside shot. A couple years in a row, I had to drill them dead straight in the chest, because that's the only shot I got. Sometimes if you do get a decent sized buck, you don't have time. It's gun up. I'm really hoping to get a camera on one eventually, but there he is. He's moving through. He's walking through broadside. He's coming to my next lane, set up in the next lane. As soon as he walks through, boom. I've tried stopping him, and stuff like that, and like you see on TV. I lost a few little 8 points and whatnot because I couldn't stop the darn things. So now, you know what? I set up in the next lane, follow him, boom. Most of those shots usually around the 50-yard line. I do a lot of practicing with my gun, very confident in my shot, and I've never had a bad shot on a deer. And if if there's too much brush and whatnot, I won't pull the trigger. That's that's it. You just you let her go. Hopefully they'll come back around. You've been quiet enough, and he was here once. Good chance he'll come back around again. So sometimes it's a very quick, get the gun up. Oh my goodness, it's gonna leave. Take the shot if you have a good one. If you don't, let him go, man. Lots of other guys around. The other money would cross in front of one of the other boys, and they'll get an opportunity. I mean, because everybody, we're out here our fantasies to harvest a big trophy buck. Yeah, that's what we're out here for. That's what we spend all our money on. You know what these deer cost us in gear and feed alone? It's crazy. 4-wheelers and guns and the outdoor, like best clothes you can buy and all kinds of stuff. You pay the landowner, and the travel, the gas, it's ask my wife, it's pretty endless. But this is our hobby. This is what we like to do. It's like fishing. It's probably a couple of the most expensive sports in the world, but it's what we like to do, and it's where we like to spend our time. We're not hanging out in the bars getting drunk and stupid. We're out here in the bush sitting in a tree stand waiting for deer to come by. There are worse things. But anyways, hey, good luck out there. Be safe, and I always like to say, make a conscious effort to be somebody's good day story. And whether it's some random act of kindness, or just you're holding the door for somebody or whatnot, a nice smile. Smiles are contagious. Everybody knows that. It's real. Be you, be real. And when that person goes home, hopefully they're talking about you. That nice guy at the grocery store, he carried my groceries, helped me put my cases of pop in the car. Just random acts of kindness really touches everybody's heart. Be their good story of the day. That's all I want to leave you with. Good luck in your hunt, and hope you're all successful. and hopefully I'll have some decent footage, and I'll be posting a little diary of my hunt because I like to do that stuff. So anyways, take care, and see you in the woods.